Alright, Shalom, Kohalayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Wahab Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, who taught me the truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Alright, Shalom La Bachayim, that means peace to the elect. You brothers out there across the globe pushing the truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom to you future sisters as well who hearken. Alright, peace, love, and blessings. Kaya here, back with another video. And I'm gonna just go into this. I'm gonna have to cut this up into parts because it's a lot of meat on these bones, no pun intended, because I'm gonna go, into a rough overview of the dietary law. I'm not gonna go too in depth, because certain scriptures do have double meanings and things of that nature. So I'm gonna just go over the basics through the spirit. All right. So I'm gonna start with Genesis, the 9th chapter. Because brothers had just went over it through the spirit, and I was I did some further research going into how that there was an oral law and then there was a written law. So the laws have always been around. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahweh, the Most High has always had laws for us. Okay, so, all the way from Adam, to Cain and Abel. All right, and so on and so forth, etc., etc. All right, there have always been laws around. All right, it just the one in the ancient world, before the Mosaic one, it was an oral law, and then in the time of Moses, we received the written law. All right, but that could be a video for another day. But I'm gonna start off with this. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 9, verse 3. It says, "Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things." All right, and in the NLT it says, "I have given them to you for food, just as I have given you grain and vegetables." All right, so I went into Genesis 9 and 3 in the Bible Hub. All right, here's the commentary for it. It says, "Every moving thing which is wholesome and fit for food shall be meat for you that liveth." It says, "This may be added to exclude the use of those creatures which died of themselves or were killed by wild beasts, these which were afterward expressly forbidden to be eaten." See Exodus 22 and 31, Leviticus 22 and 8. May here be forbidden implicitly, all right? Because the Most High made everything in perfect order, all right? If we were to eat any beast, it had to be from our own hands. We had to kill it from our own hands. All right, you can't pick up and eat the carcass of a dead animal. All right, just to prove that, we're actually going to go to Leviticus 22 and 8. So I got it right here. All right, this is Leviticus 22 and 8, just to prove it, just to back up that commentary. It says, "That which dieth of itself, or is torn with beast," meaning if another animal, has tore it up and mangled it already. It says, "That which dieth of itself, or is torn with beasts, he shall not eat to defile himself therewith. I am the Lord." Okay, so now going back to that commentary, it says, "This may be added to exclude the use of those creatures which died of themselves or were killed by wild beasts." All right, and what? That's in the law. That's in the law, and that law is in the beginning of the book, and it's also latter in the book. In the law of it says Exodus 22 and Leviticus 22. All right, and we just got it. We just got it in Leviticus. All right, so if we would eat a beast, we had to kill it ourselves. All right, so going back to Genesis, all right, I'm gonna read it again. It says, "Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things." Yeah, plants and vegetation. It says, verse 4, "But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat." In the NLT it says, "But you must never eat any meat that still has the life blood in it." Okay, now doesn't this sound familiar? All right, let's go to the book of continuing on in Genesis. All right, just to further stress the point. All right, like we're not supposed to be eating medium rare steak. Okay. All right. And in the scriptures, we know Esau. All right. We know Esau ate medium rare steak, man. All right. A medium rare meat. So this is Genesis 27. And I'm going to go down. Going down to let me see. Slacky, I might it might be in 26. Is it in 26? Slacky, just bear with me. Here it is. All right, Con. Genesis 25 and 29. Genesis 25 and 29. It says, and Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. All right. Now, if you're familiar with the story, you can read it for yourself. All right. This is where you get the origins, all right, of the so-called black man and the so-called white man. All right. This is where you get the origin of the so-called white man. Okay. This is where you get the division, all right, but between us. Okay. It says, and Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. All right, 30 in the NLT, it tells you, it says, Esau said to Jacob, I'm starved. Give me some of that red stew. This is how Esau got his other name, Edom, which means red. All right, that's why we call him Esau Edom. All right, because Jacob wasn't, here it is, Jacob wasn't even finished cooking the meat. And Esau, you know, he acting like he about to die. He's starving. You know, he just like, man, forget it. Give me that. I'll eat it just like that. You know? And you could tell that was Esau, the so-called white man, because what? The so-called white man is impatient today. He wants to eat a steak. I'll just go ahead and show you a picture. Medium rare steak. All right? This is how the so-called white man likes his steak, man. All right? You got the top is well done. You got medium well, medium rare. All right? And, you know, from medium well down, you know, we're not supposed to eat our food like that. Okay? We're supposed to eat it what? Well done. You know, no blood in it. The scriptures blatantly say that. All right? The scriptures say that plainly. And then you got this, which these Edomites love to eat. What is it? Steak tartare? Or tartare, however you pronounce it. Okay? Look, man. We're not supposed to be eating our food like this. You know, you ask, I mean, you got jakes who do it now, of course, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Look, it even got a raw egg up there. You know, you got the raw meat with the raw egg. That's Esau. That's the spirit of Esau Edom. This is how they boogie, man. You know? They get jiggy with this shit, but Jake naturally don't. You know? Jake go to a restaurant, he'll tell you straight up, I like my food well done, man. All right? And that was the point on that, all right? We can go back to Genesis, the 9th chapter now. Okay? But Esau like his steak rare, medium rare. You even got certain cases, you know, certain people on YouTube, certain Edomites, you know, they eat shit. They might as well just go up to the cow and bite it. You know, they eat a whole steak, a beef heart, and all of this other stuff, you know, just as it is, straight rare, no cook, nothing. All right? But verse 4, I'll just read verse 4 again. It says, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. Okay? So we're not supposed to be eating meat that has that still has the blood in it, man. Because what? It can create room for parasites. All right, it's unclean to us, you know. And this is just an example of how there were laws even in the beginning. Like in Genesis, there was an oral law. All right, this is what was being told unto us. Okay, and you know, we obeyed. You know, we were supposed to obey, but you know, even in the beginning, we was going off. That's why the scriptures say what, and it repented the Most High to make man. All right. Let me just jump down to verse 11. All right. It says, "And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth." Okay, and this is because this is going into the first death. This is going into the flood. Okay, but the point that I'm pulling from here is that the Lord made a covenant with us. All right, even from the beginning. So there were certain things that we could do and certain things that we couldn't do. Are certain foods that we could eat and beasts that we couldn't eat. Certain beasts that we could eat and certain beasts that we couldn't eat. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video right here, and I'm gonna drop a part 2 in a little bit.